I cannot move out of it. Even if that means starting from scratch, even if that means just getting up with just the clothes on my back and leaving everything behind and walking away because I want something better for myself and my family, does not mean you cannot do it. There's nothing out there stopping you from doing it but yourself. So, the notion that white people are against us goes back to the generalization and speaking for the whole thing I just mentioned earlier. Unless you met every single white person that's out there, unless you met every single white person that you encountered throughout your entire life and they said or they did something that would be deemed to be against you, don't make that assumption. Okay? I personally have encountered more, and I'm going to say for generalization here, I encountered more people outside of my race that have done more for me than I have encountered people within my own race that done something for me. Meaning that more, whether it was white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, whatever, outside of my skin color, has done more for me. And that's whether it's taking care of me in some kind of way, giving me something, done something for me, just generally just being a decent human being towards me, more so than I have from within my own community, my own black community. That is a fact. But we want to sit around and say that somebody's against us with a generalization behind it. Stop it. I'm almost done. Stick with me. Hang in there. Politics, education, news, and hypocrites. Most people don't know enough about politics to make an informed decision. An educational analysis, or even give a supported based opinion. You know, I very rarely have ran across anyone who is that staunchly, that committed, that dedicated into following politics and news on a daily, regular basis, such as myself. It's very rare that I run into them. There are a few out there, but there's very rare. But speaking on the general masses, especially through social media, you don't. So you cannot really give an educated or participate in an educated conversation. When I say educated, I don't mean institutional education. I mean subjective education on the construct or the course of politics or news. If you don't follow it every day, if you just catch a little blurb on the TV screen or on your phone or what have you, the little tickers, the little, breaking news alerts and stuff like that, and you formulate your opinion on that without getting the facts, background, detail, history, the historical context, the players involved and everything else, you cannot make an educated, you cannot speak on it from an educational standpoint. You can't. It's impossible. So what we have been caught up in doing is making generalized or skewed opinions and talking points based on something that we don't even know. And a lot of us are guilty of it. And this is where the discourse goes from being down the middle to left and right wing ideologies. And we have to be careful in doing that and trying to talk on something that we don't know. We don't know what we don't have enough information on. Okay. It goes back to, the emotions, bandwagon jumping, groupthink mentality. Guessing does not work. Guessing in life will get you killed. Whether that's in the streets, on the job, whatever you're doing in life. Guessing at something, yeah, you can play with it a little bit, be risky and, take your chances. But all in all, if you're just out there just what we say OTF in the military, out there flapping, you gonna mess around and get yourself or somebody else killed around you. So you have to have a definitive understanding of what it is that you're doing when you're out there. All right, so I started this little hashtag a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, whatever time it was. Education is free. Right? Education is free because we are in the age of technological advances to where you can essentially have the mental capacity, or if you will, the mindset of a doctor in that whatever specific area. It could be a doctor of Facebook. You know, we have that arsenal to our disposal. Okay, so when I'm having a conversation with somebody, they say, "Well, I don't know anything about that," so it's whatever. Go learn it. If you realize, or if you come to a point in your life where you realize you don't know something, the library, walking distance, 9 times out of 10, there's libraries, computers, your phone. Look it up. There's YouTube videos on practically everything. Google has practically everything. So when I say education is free, take the time to learn it. If you don't know it, I mean, if you can't read, you can learn how to read on YouTube. It's come on, people. I mean, seriously. So, and it goes back to when I say education is free, and somebody says they don't know something, or somebody just being ignorant. If you could take the time to binge watch Empire, Power, One Life to Live, Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, whatever's out there. I mean, I don't follow TV all that much, but if you could take the time to binge watch or set your DVR to watch that stuff, NFL, Patriots. I will break my neck to catch a Patriots game. Okay, so if we could take the time to do that, why not take the time to binge watch the History Channel, Discovery Channel, binge read? Go to the library, sit there for a couple hours, and just pick up random books and read them. Even if you don't read the whole entire book, you can hit right down to the middle of a chapter somewhere and read for a couple hours. Watch videos, watch some educational videos on what's been going on in the world. If you do that, you're not hurting anyone. You're only equipping yourself and making yourself better to be a better productive member in society. Okay. Stop referring to social media as your news source. We need to stop doing that. Seriously, because I'm guilty of it too. I see an article somebody posted or whatever, and I click on it and I read it, and then I reshare it, and stuff like that. And some people run with it as the gospel, and that's dangerous. I may just post it just for satire, just to mess with people or whatever the case.